guys, welcome back to my channel. This is VERONBO. Today we are back building another tiny home in The Sims 4. This is tier 3 of the tiny homes, so it's the biggest of the tiny homes. If that makes sense. This house ends up being really super cute, I think. When I was going into it, I didn't really have a plan with it, which is, I feel like, very untypical of me. I feel like I go in a lot with a plan, and this one I just was totally winging it. So I hope you love it. It all started with those stairs. Those stairs, I don't know what it was about them, but I just kind of centered the rest of the house around them, and it ended up being what I think is really adorable. I tried to I think that this house falls more under like the retro modern style. So if you like that, I hope you do. I do. And then the outside area has that cute, I'll take away the walls at the bottom soon, but yeah, it's just a cute little outdoor, I don't know how you would call that. It's like a patio, but it's not really covered. It's kind of like a pergola? Is that what it's called? Is it called a pergola? I don't know. And I end up changing the upstairs area, and you'll see why in a second. The upstairs bathroom just ended up being too many different directions, and I knew before I even started placing anything in there that I was gonna struggle bust that. So I was like, let's save ourselves the trouble and just go ahead and fix that before we jump into it. That's what I did. Also, I moved my desk. I'm in the same room, but I did move my desk so that I'm facing a wall so that you don't see a bunch of other random stuff in the background. So I hope that you guys like the new setup. I'm still working with it, but I'm working with what I got. So this is probably as good as it's going to get for a while. Me and my fiance are trying to get our own house. So we currently live with my parents. And they're, you know, welcoming enough and generous enough to let us stay with them, and we both appreciate it so much. It's been a few years now, and you know, we're both kind of getting a little restless to get our own place, so we're getting there. It might be a little while, but life is a journey, so we're just taking it one step at a time. Back to the house I'm building, though. So I ended up going with a lot of like wood features in this house and on the outside of the house. To me, it just all kind of came together that way. There is stuff to help break it up so that it's not just like a bunch of wood kind of just like being thrown in your face. But you see that room upstairs is like it's so diagonal that it's just like, I was like, no thanks, not even gonna go there. Let's just go ahead and change it. And this house, it took me I think over 2 hours to build this house start to finish, and I was busy on the day that I was building it, so I had to like keep stopping and getting up, and so I would stop the recording and then start the recording again, which I've learned my lesson from, because I completely forgot at one point to restart the recording, and by the time I realized it, I had already redone the upstairs area that I'm talking about, and then I had finished furnishing completely the downstairs area. So as soon as I realized it, was like, crap, all that time and none of it was recorded. And I think I had also already saved the game, so I couldn't undo anything at that point. It was just, we're all messes sometimes, and that's okay. It's okay to be a little bit of a mess sometimes. You can't remember everything. You can't do everything. Not everything is going to turn out perfectly. It's what makes us human. So in the kitchen, you see me putting in some light wood cabinets with the dark wood top on them, or dark colored something. I don't know if it's wood or if it's supposed to be, I don't know. I won't go into that. But I did put the white subway tiles throughout the kitchen. I put in a blue refrigerator just to help break up all of the wood elements that are throughout this house. And I did start putting in these cabinets around the top of the kitchen, and it just boxed it in way too much. It made it look way smaller than it already was. So I ended up just going in with some open shelving units. And I do put some stuff on the shelves, obviously, but I didn't go overboard. And I cut out most of the placement on those, so you'll just see kind of like the ending process of what the cluttering of those shelving units look like. And it all started with that guy right there with the kitchen utensils hanging down, and then I realized that there's a shelf that matches that, like just a bare shelf, which I did not know. So welcome to my life of figuring this stuff out. I literally just start going through the game and I'm like, oh, this is cool, and then I'm like, oh wait, there's a whole array of this stuff that's cool. So, and I'm pretty sure that where this table is, the chairs are not completely usable around it. Your Sims are probably not going to want to get to at least one of those chairs. I did not test that. But who cares? If it's not usable, it's not usable. You know, your Sims will eat food wherever they stand anyways. They'll do it on the couch. They'll do it in the kitchen. They'll just like stand there and eat the food. So it doesn't, the table isn't even super purposeful anyways. So I do show you most of the furnishing of the downstairs area again, but it does kind of cut off, and then we'll just like pop upstairs randomly, and some of the upstairs stuff is already done too. The complete rearranging of the upstairs. So I apologize about that. Things happen. It's okay. And I love the rug that I end up putting in here. This like, I don't even know how to, it's kind of like a pear shape, but it's like a lumpy pear. It's a lumpy pear shape. It just really helped tie together that whole room. It wasn't too yellow to be clashy with the couch, but it wasn't too white to where it was just kind of a boring rug. It just really fit in with the space really well. And then upstairs, I did want to add more than one bed in this house, but that didn't happen. But there is enough room upstairs that if you want to, you could add another bed. You could probably just get rid of like the chairs that are against the windows and add another bed if you wanted to. That's up to you. I think it's really cute upstairs, so I wouldn't change it, but that's just me. And then I put the blue light in there just to help tie it in with the bed that I put in there. It has that blue shelf on it, and I just think that they looked very similar, so it just helped kind of pull everything in that room together. And then the bathroom, I went pretty simple on it. Not really much to say about that. It's just a bathroom. I tried to be creative with it, but the space was so small that it was hard to fit too much in there. Again, I didn't test any of this stuff out, so I don't even know. I'm pretty sure that your Sim can still get to the sink and the toilet, but we all know how Sims just like need ample walking room to get around anything. So I don't know for sure. And I really like the outdoor balcony space and just the outdoor space in this house. I feel like with tiny homes, that's just kind of my goal, is to really amplify also the outside space. I feel like it's so small inside that these people probably enjoy most of their time being spent outdoors. And so I try to make it livable indoor and outdoor. And then this house does have, I put in some planting, I think they're called like planter pots. They're those square things that your Sim can plant stuff in. That thing right there, I put 3 of those out there, and then I also did some of the bug crates that come with the Eco Lifestyle pack. I spent so much time looking for that like staircase. It's actually a clothing, what is that called? Like a dresser. It's actually a dresser. I thought it was going to be like with the bookcases or something like that. No, it's with the clothing dressers. So it took me forever to find that, and I knew that that's what I wanted underneath the staircase, but I couldn't find it. Finally found it by doing the backyard. I don't know how. I don't know why, but here we are. So should be wrapping up pretty soon. Just gonna start doing some landscaping, just more of that outdoor stuff. We'll pop up to the balcony and put in some cute reclining chairs, some cute little lanterns up there. I also put some lanterns down here on the picnic tables. Again, I just figured that the people that live here probably enjoy being outside a lot, so they're gonna have friends over, so I figured one picnic table probably wasn't gonna be enough, especially because they can't fully use the indoor kitchen table. Who made that unusable? I don't know. It wasn't me. So here we are just doing some landscaping. I feel like landscaping is hard because, and it's what takes a lot of time. for me. Just because you have in a room, you only have so much that you can do with a room, right? Like there's only so many places that you could put a bed with the doors and the windows and stuff like that. But with landscaping, you really just have the freedom to do whatever you want. So it's trickier because you can go overboard, or it might not look like it's enough, stuff like that. So landscaping is definitely one of my Achilles heels in The Sims 4. That and roofing are just something that I struggle with, but that I'm growing, you know, teaching myself and learning through the process. So I am going to say goodbye here. We will jump into screenshots soon. Thank you guys so much again for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to like this video. And if you want to subscribe, that way you'll get updated on any new videos that I put out. My new schedule is Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3 p.m. Central. So I hope to see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much. I don't know if I mentioned, this house is available in the gallery under VERONBO 3. So thank you guys so much for your support. I will see you next time. Bye.